I need to see your faces.
So what's this information coming up? Counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn. Good information? Okay, good. Freeze count one time, please. Just freeze the first chord. Good. One more time. So tenors, raise your hands again. We just have the three of us, right? So it's a gorgeous, rich sound. Make sure that we, especially because we have two pretty big, rich voices, that you keep the pearly whites engaged. Every once in a while, it's almost too rich for the chorus sound, even though it's perfectly in tune. Just make sure that you're not, we don't want too much icing on the cake, even though, you know, icing's a good thing. One more time right there again. So you didn't know. That's okay, my bad. Oh, I got it too. So now we're in, yep, now in performance mode, right? We're moving. Welcome back to that study work on waiting. Waiting. How important the basses are, as always.
Counting all the stars, waiting.
Yes.
For the dawn.
What I like is a quicker breath, and you just take it right there. My cutoff is your breath.
Love it.
Okay? Take it and go.
Counting all the stars, waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time.
That's okay. So what I don't know, basses, sometimes is if we're thinking about feathering back, you know, sometimes it feels like you go away for a moment. So I don't know if it's just like a group bass section thing where the stamina's gone for a moment, or we're trying to feather back too much or be too sensitive and soft. I'd stay in the sound there. But that was once upon a time. What do you do there? Stay in that run. Seems like we disappear on that one. Counting all the stars, right?
Counting all the
Nice.
stars, waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time.
Yes, basses.
Now the tree is gone.
You take it.
How the trees rustle in the air, how we always laugh as though
Good. So,
tomorrow.
we got to take John off the hook there. So, instead of thinking, not that this is our only thought process, but you know, we talked about that being a little bit more urgent, the scenery changes and there's destination involved. Try to make it more realistic and like thinking about the lyrics. I mean, if you could paint the lyrics for us, like if you could paint that picture right in front of us with your voice, how would that be? Now, I know in the equation is destination, which you've already been working on in a good way, but the believability factor of it, it's got to sort of flow with the weather elements, if that makes sense. So there has to have like a breeze, there has to be a flow to that too, as opposed to just driving it quickly and cleanly, which is, it's still pretty good the way we're doing it, but the believability factor dies out on that section. We're just appreciating your good, clean technique and how well we can sing together in a nimble passage. And we want to be believing that territory also. Can we just go from is gone?
Is
So
gone.
let's get right to it at the same time.
Is gone.
There it is. So again, it's that sound gone in your own natural voice. The face too. smile. That's all you'll need to do for the care and feeding of that one. Baritone. Good on the pitch. To me, that still had the destination, but then it seemed very natural and it flowed pretty nicely. And then, is it before? How we always laughed as though. So then, how we always laughed as though. Keep that trumpeted in. How we always laughed as though. Make sure that's trumpeted in. If you try to over-articulate that because of the pacing of it, think of those almost like 16th notes. Man, they're going to flip right off the tongue and go. Is gone again. That was awesome, basses. Gone was great.
Is gone.
So we're hearing that note over here. That's not an option. If you're a baritone or a very lost bass. No third. One more time, please. Is gone.
Is gone.
It's there and then it disappeared. I'm not quick enough to catch it. How about just burying bass?
Is gone.
Nice. Make sure gone stays that brilliant too. Because as you know, gone is the most open target of those three. So tree is gone. Keep it right where you have tree is. Very basic again, please. Very good.
Is gone.
That was awesome. No humming of tenor either, please. Good. Leads, you're back in. Bottom three parts.
Is gone.
Please raise your hands. That was no perfect. One more time. Same thing.
Is gone.
Yes, basses. And that rings all night. I mean, we have to show up and sing like that. And ready, tenors, you're in. A lot of smile, light on the icing.
Is gone.
One more time, basses. We were stunning 4 times in a row.
Is gone.
I think it might be right in this area. I don't know if you do it all the time, but that time I caught you. That's okay. The pressure.
Hi.
Right there, ready, basses?
Is gone.
There. No one's humming behind us, are you? You're trying to throw someone under the bus by humming the low third. No humming behind me, please. Here we go, even if you're trying to help. Here we go, ready?
Is gone.
Very good. Here we go. One more time. We'll continue on.
Is gone.
We got baritone.
How the
but it's not going to count because you weren't in sync with the rest of the section. So just so that we're on the same page, even when you do stunning finishing work, meaning so what I heard from the lead voices was good singability and finishing work on the words, but if you don't do it in John's time frame, it's like it never happened. You won't get credit for great finishing work, great technique, great artistry, unless it's in his timeline. It'll be like it never happened. think there's some merit to that. I know it's a newer thing that we've put in. It's just the execution of it. We can be a bit more deliberate on how that feathers back that it's talking about. Right now it goes away suddenly.
David's plan was that it had that little crescendo on where everyone.
Oh, okay. Let me listen to it another time or two. Get it to the way you're envisioning it, and then we'll make sure that that's bulletproof. So we can go from. Yeah, I guess so. We should go from his gone again to the best. Want to hang, champs?
Is gone. How the trees rustle in the air, how we always laugh, as of tomorrow. When there we were young, didn't have a care where did go.
It's okay, good.
So the big spout was in our pocket. Well, it was a shape more than anything, and then when we fixed the shape, all of a sudden, the sound.
Can we try even more deliberate on that? Where, oh. Try it on O instead of. Where do we start it now? On the second where or on the first where? What has been the initial plan? Where it starts to feather back.
It's on O.
Okay. So we hold O longer. So still the most of the traveling is going to be on O, but where, oh. Let's really tease the O and really bring it back on the O. Absolutely. Meaning, and he's great at that too. We don't want to be drawn to that. We just want it to be underneath the water, like right underneath the surface. We always want to know that great technique is there. But underneath the surface, we don't want to be drawn to how great your technique is.
Is
All
gone.
bases this time. Breathing.
Is gone.
I know the lyrics here, this is the argument of the look of the sound, because is gone, you can argue sort of a downfield. But the look of the sound has to trump that. It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. There can still be a little pain in that and hope at the same time. One more time.
Is gone. How the trees rustle in the air, how we always laugh, as though
Yes.
tomorrow
Bang. The breath. There it
we were young, didn't have a care
That long. First up. So thanks for your patience. We're still experimenting. So it would be way more dramatic, way more deliberate if we want to do it. And I still think I'm definitely buying into it the more I hear you do it. Initially, to be honest with you, the first time I heard it tonight, I was like, I wasn't sure that was gonna work there, because we've heard it the other way. Not just that we have to do it that way. I've heard you crush it the other way when it's big, of course. So this will have to be spectacular to trump how good we were when we used to crush this passage. Does that make sense? It'll have to be better than the other way, or it's not worth the risk. So the deliberateness of that, the tease and taunt, I'll stay out of the way this time. But take your time, enjoy that, revel that moment.
is gone. Is gone.
You take it.
How the trees rustle in the air, how we always laugh, as though tomorrow
And then the goes with the bell. Can we do bells on go? Go, go, go. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So right there, where again, please? Where? And it's that, and sorry, and that movie. Share it. If you remember one time, that was awesome. So now, if he likes this, you'll have to rework your personal breath plan leads. But right now, you wouldn't breathe before. So it's going to be where. Leads continue on. No one else. Then we bell it, if you like that idea. So the leads go right into the next same note you've always done without a breath. That's the biggie leads. So the where, only the leads continue. Everyone else cuts off. Then the chord shift after that. Then it's just bell chords on go, go, go on the notes you've always done there. Then the chord shift with a very slight below the leads and the leads slide up at the end of go. Trust yourselves, I think it'll be easier than the where? So how about just leads and basses one time, and then various tenors you're going to do what the basses do after they strike the bell. So the leads all by themselves are going to go, did it go, Then you make the move.
Leads only on did.
Right, did it go, leads all naked by themselves. So where, oh, where, launch the leads. Did it go, got it? Lead, bass, very tenor, chord shift. Thanks for your patience. Change yours. Whatever the old way is, make it. New lead line, I apologize. So it is higher than it used to be. Got it, leads? Just the leads one time right there, please. Where? So now you get a big, big breath basis before once. You should be killer good now. Should be bases on steroids after that breath. Awesome. We travel this from where to where? Only the leads continue. We want it to be.
So we're not carrying over, we're not covering that.
No. Well, where did it go? Clean break because the leads aren't breathing. So you don't have to cover their breath. Yep. And it's a soft, gorgeous pick. But intimate there, it's awesome. One more time.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're still working on it.
I keep going down.
It's okay.
Did it go as one word? Syllables? And the last syllable's all right too?
That's it. Yeah, perfect.
Right to go.
So again, we want these to be the most gorgeous artistic bell chords in the history of Scatline. So we'll forgot to put any pressure on you. So you got to make sure that you're ready to go on. Some berries. So we got to be way high and out of sight here, tenors and berries. We're just almost whispering our bell chords when we put it in. Cool.
Where?
That's it. It'll make all the other bass sections tremble in fear. Because it's never ending, right? We're women. Make sure your personal breath plan, arguably, that's the most important part for you to make sure you have plenty of air in the system. Whatever you need to do in a smart musical way, basically, to prepare for that. So now can we go all the way back to Is Gone and build up some steam getting into that? Is Gone, how it reads.
Is gone.
Nice.
Is gone. How the trees rustle in the air, how we always laugh, as though tomorrow wasn't there. We were young,
Yes?
didn't have a
Easy lead. Very basic.
Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew. Everything was
So in the scheme of, really awesome, ladies, in the scheme of things, in some of our most gorgeous soft passages, now John told me we might be missing a gun or two, but basis we need to be a bit more present. So it's gorgeous quality, but it's almost like too lead-like. We need more of your foundation. You still need to always be the pillar of our sound regardless of the dynamic. So on some of these, like, make sure that you are right, so it's still working. So even when it's that soft, again, again, you won't get credit for it even if it's muscle-free. We go. We're actually, did it go? From the leads pick on did it go? Same note you've always done there. I know we've taken out ones in front of it though. Ready, leads? Easy berries. Easier tenors. Easy lead. Good. So when we get that, I'm sorry, John. So we get lighter and way lifted and real polite when the baritones flop notes with us leads. As we're ascending up, man, it's uncomfortably high and polite. Ready one more time?